press. It gives me great pleasure to be here today. Today is a very important day as we successfully complete India's premier dedicated center for colorectal disease management. As we know, Apollo Hospital started 38 years back in 1983 with the mission of our chairman to bring international standard healthcare to reach up every individual in our country. True to his vision that every day we work towards giving that international standard care to all our patients. Hospital started in Chennai, first hospital. Now we have 72 hospitals across our country. And in each center, we bring technology, we bring good clinicians, we bring standard which ensures that the high quality, safe care given to all our patients. In each and every specialty, we ensure that we create specialty and then subspecialty. In every specialty, we have subspecialty. One such is gastrointestinal department, where we have the dedicated colorectal disease management program, where we have various programs under which, including robotic surgery is one such differentiator, a very important program for all patients with colorectal disorders. We have hepatobiliary, we have transplant, and we also have bariatric program in GI surgery, and one of the most important one is technology to help our patients. Apollo brings that technology first to the country. One such program is Apollo Robotic Surgery Program. When the colorectal surgery was performed traditionally as an open surgery and subsequently laparoscopic surgery, the transformation happened to robotic surgery. Management and colorectal robotic surgery program. Dr. Venki Munikrishnan, he was trained in UK, worked in UK, has vast experience. He came to India 10 years back and started the program. But formally with all the segment which required to form an institute, with which including the smart surgery, that is robotic colorectal surgery, introduction of that happened 5 years back. And Dr. Venki Munikrishnan has been the instrumental person to create this subspecialty in colorectal surgery, robotic surgery. And he's a very excellent surgeon across internationally, and he been visiting faculty to University College of London and Cleveland Clinic, and been part of many colorectal program internationally, not just in India. And in India, he has performed many thousands of colorectal surgery, and many patients benefited out of his institute and his care. And we are really proud of him and thankful to him. Today, marking this 5th year of completion in colorectal surgery, Dr. Venki Munikrishnan, over his presentation, will take us through what we have achieved.
And I'm going to go through that journey. Unless the seed is planted, it's not going to grow. So I think we need to look back at our journey and then look forward for our patients so that we can keep doing our best, which is why we're all here. Slide, please. Slide. It's okay. Next slide. So what we do, all we do, is for our patients. Our patients are at the center of the entire healthcare universe, why we do what we do, train, practice surgery, bring this infrastructure where they can come and get their treatment. So it is at the center of what we do, nothing else. And we exist only for that. Next slide, please. So when I met Chairman a decade ago, yes, I was trained, trying to figure out, I wanted to come back to India, and I did. And then I met Chairman, and we were discussing, like a chat over coffee, what else could I do, what else he could do, what else this entire Apollo ecosystem could do to make our patients better. And that was the most fascinating discussion, the best discussion, next slide please, I've ever had, which changed my life, and I hope it's changed the many lives for our patients for the better. So some of the things which we discussed were subspecialization. I'll go through them one by one. That is organ-specific surgery. And build teams, because this is not a one-man's job or a one-woman's job. It is teamwork, and if not for that, some of the patients who are here wouldn't have got the best treatment which they deserve. The next is advanced surgical technology. Surgical technology is changing. We can't even imagine where we're going to be in another 5-10 years' time. We're already there. We're already in the future, which you don't even recognize. That's robotic surgery. Then quality assurance. We can do surgery, but how do we know that we are good? We need to look at ourselves, look at our results, audit our results to see if you're right up there as according to international standards, or are we setting the international standards? Because that's where we want to be as part of this Apollo ecosystem. And the next part is creating awareness, screening, because it's so important, because you could easily ignore symptoms because they're common. You think, oh yeah, particularly in this pandemic period where patients have been worried about the COVID-19 virus, you could easily ignore symptoms which are important. And of course, we are trying to be of international standards, or we create this standard, and we want to collaborate with our colleagues from around the world so that we move forward our education and research. Next slide, please. Next slide. So let's look at subspecialization. Next slide. We know that from research that subspecialization of organ-specific surgery gives the best results for our patients. Our patients benefit much better if a particular surgeon does a particular operation repeatedly. Treatment for diseases is becoming more complex and advanced. So next slide please. One size doesn't fit all, it just doesn't fit all anymore. Next slide. As we are a cricket-loving country, I thought I'll put this slide up. This is a summary of all the great cricketers in the world. There is Don Bradman with an average of 99.94. Greatest batsman the world has ever seen. But you look at the number of wickets, he's taken 2 wickets. Then you look at Shane Warne, his batting average is 17 plus, 700 plus wickets. Then you look at Muthiah Muralidharan down the list, 800 wickets, batting average is about 11, something like that. And then you look at Sachin Tendulkar, our own Sachin Tendulkar, 15,000 plus runs, batting average of 50 plus. But number of wickets is 46 in all the tests he's played. What it shows is that genuine all-rounders are rare. Couple there, Ian Botham, rare. Specialist batsmen, bowlers are the future, because that's what they do. That's why we get results. And I think that's where surgery is also going. I hope that's a good analogy. Next slide, please. So already general surgery is split into, if you go back 30, 40 years, general surgeons were doing cardiac surgery.
It's been an amazing journey, because for somebody to take a leap of faith and say that, robotics is really the way forward for us, that's what's going to make a difference in people's lives, patients' outcomes. I think it has been proven right. And especially the credit goes to Chairman, because Chairman always has this vision to say that we will take this leap of faith, because it's not that it makes good business sense, but because it makes good sense for clinical work, clinical outcomes, and for the patients. So sometimes I've been asked, why is Apollo successful, or what is the success of Apollo? And I think it's been the fact that we always put the patient's outcomes, clinical outcomes, way before any other decision which we take. And I think that has really been the bedrock of what Apollo does, and we will continue to do it. This Institute of Colorectal Surgery, again, is 5 years old. They've had some phenomenal training, collaboration, joint research work, joint workshops with UCL and with the Cleveland Clinic, which are really the best in class. Also, this is now the largest colorectal program in the country, so I think the team has done us proud, and we're so happy that you're all here, and congratulations to everyone. It's really good to be, way ahead of the others. It's good because then we really have come to a level where we can benchmark ourselves on some of the best institutions or standards globally. We can monitor outcomes because we have a ream of data. And today with AI and with the fact that technology can actually make you more intelligent in the way you do things, I think robotic in multiple ways is an answer. Sometimes when you do a traditional form of surgery, you have to really use your intuition and you have to navigate what happens inside the human body. But with robotics, backed by the fact that there is a scope for AI and machine learning or artificial intelligence, whatever you want to say, I think the navigation also becomes much easier. The monitoring of post-op what happens is again much more efficient. So I think it gives really the best for the patient, and I think that's really what we have to do. The clinical teams again have made a great effort to establish the Center of Excellence. They have created a repository of all possible information in this particular discipline. And I think this is very valuable as a resource, because whenever we want to do research, we have this repository of information. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of back-end work, which is not necessary for everyone to do. But this particular team has done it and done it so well, and I think they really need to be commended for that. Again, there is a lot of education and training which has been part of their repertoire, that while they do phenomenal surgeries with great outcomes, they're also part of multiple training programs within India and globally. So they are positioned as one of the best centers, not only in India but globally, and I think that is something which all of us as Indians should be extremely, extremely proud of. The interaction with the best in class, with their peers, whether it's at the Mayo Clinic, whether it's at Cleveland, whether it's within India, within systems who are doing this kind of robotic work, is consistent. It happens sometimes on a weekly basis or definitely on a monthly basis, and the training aspect of it just gets better and better as we go along. We are humbled and honored that Apollo has established the first dedicated center for the management of colorectal diseases. It is a front runner, and it happened. We started the first step 5 years ago, led by Dr. Venki Munikrishnan. But now, over the 5 years, we have seen that this intense focus in what we do, not doing multiple other things, but doing one, has really helped in expertise, in the way we can do what we're doing on a daily basis. Again, it's a bit like archery, that when you stand behind the bow and arrow, you only focus on the target and you don't start shooting with a gun or multiple other weapons.
it was heavy bleeding. I don't know what to do. I was living alone, for information. My son is in US, so I had to be forced to be. Then only my brother suggested this attendant. We had to be with him only. So he is with me. When I entered T. Raja, doctor oncologist, he suggested me, all tests were going and radiation were also given. Everything was finished. He sent me to Dr. Venki Munikrishnan. I was wondering whether it is advisable to take operation at this age. I am 72 plus. I don't know what to do, but anyway reimbursement is available, so I am able to afford. I asked him first of all what you are going to do with my disease. He explained fantastically. Normally laymen cannot understand medical terms and other things, but he is very kind enough to explain with some format. This is to be removed, then I will have a temporary back, then it will be reversed. So I am really happy. When he is taking this much pain, we have to undertake operation.
உங்களுக்கு heartல problem இருந்துச்சு?
Yes, already I underwent bypass 2007. For that also he made pakka. He sent me to cardiologist to get certificate whether I am eligible for operation. Everything was clear. I underwent. Everything is successful. Now I am able to do my routine at home as well as outside.
Fantastic.
It is thanks to Dr. Venkatesh Muni.
And which is I'm sharing with you today, and this is also really tough for me to explain all the things, how they operate and organized everything, what services they provided to me, but I'll try my best to explain you all the things, all the information in a simple way. Hi dear respected all the doctors and senior member, my name is Akram Ahmed and I'm from Chittagong, Bangladesh. I'm with my mom, she's staying at here. So when I was diagnosed with this disease in Chittagong, Bangladesh, that time I was very disappointed. I can't explain you how I disappointed, but after that my elder brother searching for the best colorectal surgeon in the world online, and he was found Dr. Venki Munikrishnan sir. So hence I was got all the information about Dr. Venkatesh Munikrishnan sir and also Chennai Apollo Hospital from his Facebook page and his website. And I was also found out he is one of the best colorectal surgeon in the world who work in the Chennai Apollo Hospital. And also I watched many his videos on Facebook and YouTube. So in 2019 August I came here at Chennai Apollo Hospital for my treatment purpose. So I'm telling you again, when I came in here, that time I was very disappointed, but when I meet with my surgeon and his whole team, they by the grace of God a new hope came. And that time in 2019 August, after seeing me disappointed, that time the whole team and also my surgeon told me like this way, look Akram, don't worry, you will be fine, we'll do everything for you, with God bless you will get better very soon. Still I remember this line, and I can't explain you